We learned so much stuff about Dawntrail in the past few weeks. It's insane, it's overwhelming, and honestly, I am struggling to just focus on one subject at a time, so expect this video to be a tiny bit chaotic. Hey, it's Cat, by the way. The newest Final Fantasy XIV expansion, Dawntrail, is here. I mean, not yet, but almost here. I can smell its essence. It's coming out this summer 2024, and the developers of the game are already teasing us with the new jobs, new story, and of course with the 2D windows. The last part is really popular among the Final Fantasy XIV community at the moment. It's like they know what is selling. They just know their community. They just know us. This is pure fan service. This is the moment, and I'm living for it. But unfortunately for everyone, we are not here to talk about Meteor Survivors, Lucius Menboobs here. We are here to talk about Dawntrail as an expansion and what I expect from it as a player. Let's just dive into it. Let's just start with the most controversial of my points, cause why not? It's safe to say Endwalker was not everyone's favorite expansion. I heard so many people talk about how Endwalker feels like it's lacking something. The story felt like it's the strongest part of Endwalker. It was the end of an arc, it was beautifully written, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. If you noticed that, no one was complaining about Endwalker when it first came out. Everyone seemed to be enjoying it. Everyone was crying over the story, which was great. And people started complaining towards the end of Endwalker. Why is that? It felt like we didn't get enough midcore content to satisfy the players with Endwalker, and I really hope they will change this in Dawntrail. I know this already sounds like it's one of those videos that complain about the past expansions. It's not. I'm just trying to compare and see what they can do better in Dawntrail. I really miss logging into the game and having something new and exciting to do with my friends. So I really hope we get something midcore to do with our friends or a lot of people in the world. It just feels good to see when you see other people running around in crowds, working together. It feels like an MMORPG, and I really miss that feeling. I feel like they've been focusing a lot more on the solo gameplay and less on the multiplayer side of the game lately, and though it is a good thing, I think it's good to have that option if you want to play solo. I don't think it's a good idea for an MMORPG to focus that much on solo gameplay. But I also know some people who like playing it solo, so it's good to have a healthy balance. I think they've been struggling to capture that healthy balance lately. If you're feeling like me, I have good news for you, because they have mentioned they are working on a larger scale PvE content. In one of the interviews, Yoshi P, the producer of the game, said the team put a lot of effort into making it so entire Hydaelyn and Zodiac arc can be played solo. However, in Dawntrail, the plan is that you will cooperate with everyone and overcome challenges with large number of people. He acknowledged that the game can get a little stale if you do the same thing over and over, and now they are planning on making it fun for everyone, for bigger groups. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if it's hinting at a new Eureka or Bozja kind of exploration zone. I personally hope we get a new larger scale thing. It doesn't have to be exactly like Bozja or Eureka. I would actually love to see something new. Larger scale group content like that is my favorite thing to do in any MMORPG. I just love dragging all my friends along with me into doing content like that, or maybe just meet new people, because when you have larger scale content like that, it brings the community together, which is probably why I love it that much. It just makes the game feel a lot more alive, and I love it so much. I can't even explain it. It's just that old school feeling. And honestly, it doesn't even have to be like Bozja or Eureka. They can get a lot more creative with this kind of stuff. We already have hunts, we already have fates. Why not improve this and turn it into a bigger thing? I would love to see a lot more worldwide fates, and maybe even events or raids that take place in the overworld, or maybe some time-based events not in a separate exploration zone but on the map itself. Just hear me out. Just imagine this. You're a new player, you're just running around, leveling up, you're doing the main story quest line, minding your own business, and you look up and you see a horde of players flying together, charging at something at the same time. It's just an ethereal feeling whenever I see that. We already have hunts and special fates, but I would love to see more of that thing. I think it's something they can easily improve and add more stuff to, because we already have it in game. I feel like most players even forget forget fates exist sometimes. I would love to see some improvements and focus on the overworld action and fates in Dawntrail. Do you guys remember the Ishgardian restoration? I do, and I'm not even a crafter. I despise crafting. And despite all of that, it was so memorable to me. I would love to see something like that again in Dawntrail, because I remember it worked so well and it was so fun to do it with friends. I remember even the people who are not crafters were excited about that thing. It was so fun to see all those people working together at the same time for the same goal. Another thing I would love to see is cross data center duty finder. We already have data center travel and they've been working really hard to improve the servers. I really hope they implement this sometime in Dawntrail at least, because I keep seeing people data server traveling just to have faster queues sometimes. A cross data center duty finder would relieve those queue times so much, especially for the servers with lower populations. I would also love to see another housing area, though I don't know if it's gonna happen. I am being really spoiled right now. I'm reaching. There are absolutely no mentions of a new housing area right now, but a girl can dream, alright? A girl can and will dream. I would love to see a new housing area in town there with all those golden furnitures, all those jewelries, all those ornaments. It's so pretty to me. There are so many Thunder themed furniture in game already. Just give it to me. Let me take it. Let me put in my personal house, which doesn't exist because the lottery keeps screwing me over. I'm trying to get a house, it's not working. They will increase the amount of items you can place in your personal house with Dawntrail. I just wish I could have a house, you know. I wish it applied to me. This housing crisis in Crystal Data Center is breaking my soul. But enough with my sobbing, let's talk about my expectations from Dawntrail story. A fair warning before we start, there might be some Endwalker spoilers from this point onwards, so you might want to skip this part if you haven't finished the story yet. I'm really sorry, I really hope I could keep it spoiler free for everyone, but it's kind of impossible to do it because it's the continuation of the Endwalker story. We're gonna talk about all that. You have been warned, proceed at your own risk. Alright, let's go. With Endwalker ending the long story arc between Zodiac and Hydaelyn, we are now sailing towards a brand new horizon of possibilities. The world is for once not ending and the Scions decided to separate and go their own ways. I really thought this would be a great spot for a time skip, but apparently, looking at the Dawntrail trailer, all of the characters except for the Meteor, of course, they look the same. I really wanted to see the twins finally grow up. I think it would be so cute. And there's still a possibility, I think. They can still surprise us. The Dawntrail trailer... The trail trailer, it's weird to say. The Dawntrail trailer gives us the feeling of a filler beach episode, but I doubt it's what it's gonna be. I really think this is gonna be a start of a new arc. I think it's gonna be the build up to an even bigger story. Because they mentioned they are already working on the next 3 expansions, which is insane to me. And there are people who talk like the game is dying. That's like at least 10 years for the game. Dawntrail might be the summer vacation of Final Fantasy XIV, but that doesn't mean we are not getting in trouble. We are sailing to New World to assist in the ceremony to determine Thrall's next ruler. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, but instead of winter, the summer's coming. In this new city of gold, the Warrior of Light might end up in a head-to-head rivalry against some of the Scions, which is such an interesting premise. The Scions never had a rivalry between each other before, and it's something I'm really interested to see. It sounds like they're gonna separate into 2 or more groups and support different claimants to the throne. I really hope they let us choose which team we are on, and maybe the story changes depending on our choices. That would be so freaking cool. I'm especially excited about the story of Dawntrail because this is gonna build the foundation of the new arc we are starting here. I'm pretty sure we'll have some silly slice of life kind of cutscenes too, because this is the summer vacation of the Warrior of Light. I'll be very disappointed if they don't give us a beach cutscene, okay? You can't just flaunt this as a summer episode and not give us fan service. But these are my expectations. What do you guys expect from Dawntrail? What are you guys most excited about? What do you guys want? Do you want any changes? Do you want a specific kind of content? Or are you just excited about the story overall? Let me know in the comments down below. I understand everyone has different playstyles, so I would love to hear things from your perspective. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And with a special thanks thanks to the channel members who support this channel. You guys are the sweetest and I thank you so much. I love your guts, and as always, I'll see you in my next video. Stay cozy!